Welcome everyone. In this video I will show you how to create a lesson using the TED-Ed platform. And this is a web-based tool that allows you to create a video-based lesson, so you can find videos on YouTube and then use that to build a lesson. There are also lessons that are created that you can use as they are, or you can modify them if they allow you to customize. So there's a setting that you can use when you create these lessons that allow others to customize a lesson. But let's assume that you want to create your lesson from scratch and you want to use a video from YouTube. So there's two ways to think about that. The video could already exist on YouTube and you just find it, or you could create your own video and then upload that video to YouTube. Either way, you need to get the video from YouTube. So the first thing you'll want to do if you don't have an account is to register. If you do have an account, you can just click log in. So I'll go ahead and log in. Now that I'm logged in, I have the option to create lesson, and this will actually I'll be able to save my lesson now. And you'll know you're logged in because you'll see your icon up here. So let's click on create lesson. Now this assumes that you already know what you want to do. You've thought about the questions and the extra resources you want students to have when they go through this process. So when you get here, you want to already have everything set up. So let's assume that we wanted to do a lesson on the weather. So you would go to YouTube, you will locate the lesson that you want to use and then get the link for it. So you just need to copy the link, then go back to the TED-Ed platform and paste that link here. Now you could search for a video here as well. It may be more efficient if you already know, so that's why I suggest that you look for it before you start this process. And then this is the video that I wanted to use, so I'll click on that one and then go to continue. And when you get here, you'll notice that it's the same elements for the lesson from before, it's just in a different format now. And also you have the option to change the video. So if you started a lesson and then you found something different, you could change your video, whereas before you could not do that. So once you made the lesson, you were stuck with that particular video unless you started a whole new lesson. Now there is one caveat to this though. If you develop, notice you have this think part where there are specific questions that go with it. So if you customize the questions real tightly to that video that you chose, if you change it, you'll probably have to change these questions as well. So just keep that in mind. But again, you have the same options as before. So you'll start here with let's begin. And you'll type something here. You can type a question to get students started or just some information about what will be going on. So whatever it is that you need to put there, you'll type in your introduction. Then you would go to the think part, and this allows you to add these types of questions. So for multiple choice, you just click here, type your question, and then put your answers in here. And you can change which one is the correct answer by just clicking on with the correct answer. And over here, this allows you to delete the answer. And this will allow you to change the order of the answers. And so you go through this, and at the bottom you still have this feature for giving a video hint, and it's a little different now because you have this slider, so that's another change. You can see the video right here, so you can find that a part of the video for that particular question, and then you can have that as a video hint if that's something you want to do. So you don't have to do that. If you don't want to do that, you'll just not have that turned on. And then you'll click save once you created a question. And you go through and create all the questions that you want to create. I'm not sure how many you're allowed to create now. It was 15, but I haven't made one with that many questions yet, so there may be a limit. Then there's a dig deeper section. Here, of course, you want to add extra resources for students to go use, and that could be other websites, could be other videos, audio, podcasts, or articles to read, anything that you think is supplemental and that will further the learning. You would put here. You can add images. This will let you add links, and then once you're done, you'll click save again. And I'll just click cancel here. You have this discuss option where you can add discussion questions, of course, and you just put a prompt here and have students respond to it. And then the end finally, and this is where you sort of wrap things up and make students think about what's next or what they should be thinking about, or maybe you even send them off to do something at this point after the lesson, beyond just these questions. So you maybe a project they need to complete. So it just depends on what type of lesson you have. And that is all you need to do. Now once you've done that, this will turn a different color. It'll be a dark gray, and you click publish and you'll be able to share your lesson. And at that point, you just get a link and give it to whoever you want to complete that lesson. Now once the lesson is complete, you'll be able to click here and go to lessons, and you'll see the lesson that you created. So I didn't really do anything here, so I'll just delete this one. Notice it says finish creating, so I started it, but I didn't put any questions in it, so that's why it says that. So I'll delete this because I don't want that one. And I created this quiz or this lesson earlier, so if I wanted to edit it, I can go back here, and now you can see I have a let's begin, I have a think section, and these are all the questions I added. And then I did a dig deeper. These are all links to extra resources about this particular model. And over here, if I click more, this will allow me to make some adjustments. And again, I could change the video if I needed to. But other than that, if I want to, I can go back to that lesson page and I'll be able to click share. And from here, this allows me to get the link. Now, if I wanted to put it out on social media, I go here. If I wanted to just send the link, I just copy the link here. If I have a list of email addresses, I could type that here, and then you'd click send. And that's what you need to do in the TED Ed lesson platform now to create your lessons.